you want to say hi? I'm a little late recording today because we were putting this tent up in half of my gym. Now Ben can camp in the mornings when he comes downstairs.
And I also want to sleep over.
Oh my gosh. All right, so 5 minutes today. Sorry again that I'm a little late, but now you have a whole week's worth of videos that you can go back to if I'm late any morning and do that, and then do this tomorrow or whatever. But I will say that, remember, mornings, at least for me, it just sets the tone for your day. So do something for yourself. If it's not this, just do something for 5 minutes for yourself in the morning, whether it's sitting and having your coffee, anything, maybe not social media, but something else. Although I guess this is social media, but I'm being very specific about what I do on social media, going and specifically like going to certain groups and not scrolling my Facebook. So maybe that'll work for you. I know it's hard because I say don't go on social media, but that's where I'm posting. So just be mindful of what you're going on and if it's helping you or not. So let's get started. I'm going to have you start with a back stretch. So you're bringing your elbows shoulder height. I made fists, I don't know why. You can face your fingertips to the ceiling. And we're just stretching through our back and opening through our chest. Keeping your elbows shoulder height. I'm laughing, I've got the green screen behind me. I should have put something cool on it. We are supposed to be in the Dominican right now. Day 2 of the Dominican, but that's okay. We're at home instead and we're having a lot of fun. 2 more like this. Last one hand in front of the other, little lifts. I'm sure a bunch of other people had vacations that got altered or are gonna get altered. So we're just keeping that stretch through our back and then also warming up through our shoulders and our biceps. Other hand in front, little lifts up and down here. Keep that length to your legs, length to your torso, belly button pulls in and up. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, next we're gonna go right into cardio. I'm gonna show you a standing version and then the version on the ground. This is called the mountain climber. So if you know you don't like the floor option, stick with me standing. So lower impact, knees up, you're just doing a march. Higher impact, you're doing a high knee. So notice I'm keeping my spine lengthened, whether you're moving slowly or quickly. On the floor, looks like this, knees up. So get started. I've started my mental clock. I've given up on actually timing a minute because it's just too distracting for me. So I'm guesstimating, but hey, you're moving, so that's better than not moving. Keep those hands under your shoulders. Remember, you can do a standing march or a standing high knee. You can also slow it down on the ground, and I'm going to keep moving. Don't slow down with me if you don't need to. But I want to show you some things. Hands under your shoulders, shoulders over your hands, hips level with your body. Always go slow. Make sure those hips aren't bouncing, and then you can speed it up. We've got 10 left. Getting your heart rate up, engaging your shoulders, belly button to spine, engaging your abdominals. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, so on that one, you want to keep your hips level with each other, and you don't want to tempt them, funny, up towards the ceiling. Next, kneeling position. Remember, I do this just to remind myself, pull everything in and up. Hand by one knee, out about a foot. Bring that opposite leg out to the side. We're just going to lift and lower. Shoulder blades back and down. Ben is trying to teach in the background. Shoulder blades back and down. Keep that head lifted with your spine. Engage your abdominal muscles. 2 more. Lift. Last one, lift. Keep your leg lifted. Tiny circles. As you start to go into those circles, you're going to feel your obliques engage a little bit more, making sure that you're stabilizing your torso, and reverse. Tiny circles. Opposite direction. Now, Ben, you're making it kind of hard for me to think, okay? Feel that length through your leg. 3, 2, now pulses up and down. So you should feel this top, what is that called? The hip. Your bottom hip too, but definitely your top hip. 3, 2, and 1. All right, push your weight over. A little stretch before we do the other side. Same thing here, kneeling position. Hand comes down, bring that leg out. Lift and lower. If this is not comfortable, so keep lifting and lowering. If this is not comfortable, I know I'm kind of out of the frame here. You can go into a side lying instead. It gives you a little more support, especially for anybody who has issues with their knees, shoulders, or wrists. We'll do 2 more lifts and then lift and hold tiny circles. Let's see if I can get myself more in the picture there. Feel that length. Engage those abdominal muscles. Relax your shoulders and reverse. So on this side, you're probably feeling both sides a little bit more because the first side's already tired. If you've ever done Pilates with me, you know that pretty well. All right, now keep that leg lifted, little pulses up and down. Shoulder blades down, belly button to spine. Keep your head lifted so our head's not hanging down to the ground. 3, 2, and 1. And then lower your leg down. Push your weight now over to the other side. Okay, next up. Got one more move and then a hip opener stretch. Next is our reverse plank. So we are doing on our back, hands by your side. This is your first option. Takes away any pressure from your wrists, especially if you've got any issues with your shoulders. You're holding a bridge here. Feet parallel, belly button to spine. Second choice, your feet are on the ground, hips width apart, arms are lengthened, lifting your hips up, opening through your chest. This is tabletop. So in tabletop, we don't want to look like an M. You want your hips level with your knees and your shoulders, and you're open through your chest, meaning we're not collapsed into our shoulders with your ears by your shoulders here. So that's your second choice, belly button in. And then your third choice would be a full reverse plank. Lengthen legs, lengthen arms. Same thing here, open through your chest. We don't want those hips to hang down towards the ground. So keep your hips up, chin tucks towards our chest. Shouldn't be feeling this as a strain in your neck. We're about halfway in. Lift a little bit higher. Squeeze through those inner thighs. Lift those hips up. Belly button pulls in and up. Making sure you're breathing. So easy to hold your breath as you start to concentrate. So lift a little bit higher and breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth. We've got 5, 4, 3, lift a little higher, 2, and 1. Lower down. You might have felt that in your triceps with your straight arm options. Okay, last is stretching. So this is part of, I do a back stretching video. That's part of my online streaming that I personally do. I do it every weekend. It helps tremendously. This is one of the stretches that I really like in it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take one foot, bring it forward, push forward here. That knee is above your ankle. Hands can come down either on the inside. It's not comfortable for me to do this, but you can also frame your foot depending on what's more comfortable for you. And then you're just lengthening that back leg, feeling the stretch through the back hip flexor. That connects all the way, kind of wraps around to your back muscles. So stretching this out actually helps loosen up through our back. Pull those shoulder blades away from your ears. Knee, again, is above your ankle. I'm noticing that my knee's coming out to the side. We don't want to do that. You can hurt yourself. And then switch. Other leg comes forward. Chest up, belly button in. Hinge forward, feeling that stretch to the back hip flexor. Frame the front leg, or for me, it's a little bit more comfortable to have my hands on the inside. But remember, your knee above your ankle, so we don't want to slay that knee out to the side. Feeling that stretch to the front hip flexor. If you can't get down to the ground here, these are slippers. Pretend they're blocks or water bottles or something. You can always, don't use slippers, but you can always hold on to blocks, water bottles, cans. Cans would work really well for anybody stocking up for the Corona apocalypse. But you can put your hands on cans. That'll give you a little bit more support. Don't use slippers though, because clearly they're not supportive. Okay, so that's it. Monday, week 2. One more week of this, so 6 more 5's, and then we've got mastering a move. That's it. Ben, you want to say goodbye?
Goodbye. I'm sorry I was trying to make mirror faces at Mommy.
Oh my gosh.